Hey guys, how is everybody doing today? I wanted to hop on today and share one of my own kind of personal aha moments recently. It's kind of one of those chances where I get to share how perfectly imperfect I am, because even though I consider myself highly educated when it comes to reading ingredient labels, I still get duped sometimes, you guys. A few weeks ago, I realized that I had been unknowingly allowing one of the ingredients from my list of top 8 ingredients I recommend all consumers avoid into my daily routine. Now, I'm pretty hardcore about checking and rechecking the products and the labels on them that come into our home, but this one happened in a way that made me really realize that none of us are immune to getting duped, and it was a reminder for me on how truly complicated this process of living a healthier lifestyle can be for women and moms. Gosh, it can be complicated. For those of you who might not know me or who may be catching this on replay, my name is Samantha Franzen, and I work as a health and wellness educator on the blog Decidedly So, where I believe when it comes to living a healthier lifestyle that knowledge is power, but convenience is key. So I'm working to make this process a whole heck of a lot easier for busy people via a course, an online course and community called Safer Simplified. So let's jump into how this happened. How did a product with bad ingredients wind up on my shelves? This kind of requires a little bit more, maybe a deeper conversation about one of the biggest assumptions that I think that we all have as consumers. And that assumption is one that our world is highly regulated, and therefore nothing bad is available for me on the shelves at the stores where I shop. That, if I buy this at the grocery store, it's safe for me. Or I got this at an expensive department store, and therefore it's safe for me. Or my doctor prescribed it for me, and therefore it's safe for me. We all lack a little bit of good old-fashioned skepticism. And I used to operate under these same assumptions. I didn't ask a lot of questions. I took everything at face value, and I followed instructions, whether they were coming from some of the crafty marketing gurus or from my own trusted healthcare professionals. And honestly, it wasn't until my really scary endometriosis prognosis, which was essentially a full-blown hysterectomy or a lifetime on prescription drugs and narcotics, that I would do anything but accept things at face value. That was a real turning point for me in my life. The options that I was given by my doctors for my challenges with endometriosis weren't a solution for me. They were truly a Band-Aid. And it really made me ask myself, why am I doing this? Is this a life that I'm living, or am I just kind of surviving? And it became an opportunity for major empowerment for me in my life, and it was. I want to just kind of pause and see, do any of you have any experiences like this that you can relate to, where you can say like, yeah, that was a real turning point for me in my health and wellness journey. I really kind of finally went like, what am I doing? I'd love to hear if you guys do. Share them in the comments. But for the sake of kind of moving along here, so what exactly happened? Here is how my duping, is that a word? If not, I'm officially adopting it as my own. So this is how my own personal duping occurred. I had a metabolic screening done with my doctor back in December, which has been a total game changer for my health, as a side note, by the way. But what I realized is that I had never really fully reviewed the ingredients on the variety of supplements that my doctor had given me. And so, being the total nerd that I am, because I love reading ingredient labels, I pulled those babies down one day and I flipped them over and I started reading. And for the most part, everything that he had put me on had good quality ingredients I wasn't concerned about. But then I grabbed this little guy and I peeked at it. And it's a liquid vitamin A supplement. And when I turned it over, there were not one, but 3 different parabens inside of this little bottle. Parabens are sometimes used as preserving agents, and gosh dang, here they were. Parabens are also known endocrine disrupting chemicals, and they're on my list of the top 8 ingredients that I recommend all consumers avoid. Endocrine disrupting chemicals have been linked to things like cancer, infertility, and autoimmune diseases, just to name a few. And I'm not good with them. I avoid them. They, like I said, it's one of the ingredients I recommend all consumers avoid, but here they were in my daily routine. So coincidentally, I happened to have a follow-up appointment with my doctor scheduled for that coming week. And so what did I do? I challenged my doctor on this. Face value, Sam, old Sam, she never would have done such a thing. Like, to challenge a doctor? Oh my gosh, no way. But I know what I know, and I've spent a lot of time educating myself on these things. So this fiery mama ain't backing down to nobody. And when I walked into the appointment, all I had to say was like, hey, doc, did you know that this vitamin A supplement contains parabens? And his response really sort of surprised me a little, because he said, oh my gosh, yes, I've realized that. We're not happy with the product actually, and we have something else we're using. Let me go ahead and grab that for you. And I'll be completely honest. I was a little shocked and surprised by his response, because I don't feel like that tends to be the reaction that we sometimes get from healthcare providers. But at the same time, I've also personally chosen a really fantastic healthcare provider for this reason. So I shouldn't have been responded that he reacted that way. But how awesome was that? And what a great opportunity for me to really stand up for myself and say, hey, this isn't okay with me. And if you don't know why it's not okay, let me help you further understand. So ultimately, this experience really helped me further understand how this process is so complicated. And that's really why I wanted to bring this information to your attention. The bottom line is that none of us are infallible. Not even doctors, my friends, unfortunately. We all make mistakes, and what we don't know can hurt us. And the very best thing that we can do is to be open to new information and to be able to admit when we have made a mistake so that we can all move forward with a better solution. And that's exactly what my doctor helped me do. He gave me a new plant-based vitamin A supplement that, replaced this little guy and got rid of the pesky parabens in my routine again. And I think that it's important for me to share my own oops moments with you guys, because I think that, again, it really helps further illustrate how complex this process of living a healthier lifestyle can be for people. And it's why I'm really so passionate about sharing this information on Greater Health and Wellness, because if I hadn't known what I was looking for, I, would have taken my doctor's advice at face value. I'd still be using the product, and it really, I wouldn't have had that opportunity to stand up for myself and say like, hey, what the heck? Because as women and as mothers, we are busy, you guys. We are so gosh dang busy. But we deserve the very best when it comes to our health and wellness. This old bag of bones is the only one that I've been given, right? And we owe it to ourselves and to our families to be informed consumers. Less take it at face value and more asking why. Why am I using the products that I'm using? What's actually in them? And could they be harmful for my health or the health of my family? I truly believe that we could all be a bit more skeptical. And on this quest toward greater skepticism, if you decide to venture down that path, you're going to need a friend to hold your hand. I really, this is the real here. I have been there alone, and it is a long, hard row to hoe, but it's also what drove me to start sharing this information and to ultimately create my online course and community called Safer Simplified, Healthier Living for the Whole Family. I'm sort of like the Beatles. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. There's my little sing-song for the day, you guys. Y'all know I typically have one in here. So you have the power to be your family's own very best advocate. And with Safer Simplified, I believe that I'm helping women get there a lot faster. There seriously is nothing better than me getting to watch women take control of their health and make their homes and their families safer and healthier. We cover healthy living from the inside out in this course. We go through your entire house, from your pantry to your bathroom to all the in-betweens, and we help make this process easier. I am seriously giving the short and sweet on information that it has taken me almost an entire decade to gather through really hard lessons and a variety of different resources. So if you're ready to end your dupings, there it is again, the word duping, I'm officially adopting it as a word. I have your back in that process. And if you're curious about Safer Simplified and you want to know more, you can check out more information at safersimplified.com. And I will also drop a link in the comments so you can take a peek. And take a look, you guys. Check it out, because really this is about making this process easier for women. And if you know somebody who could benefit from this, help a sister out. Tag her in the comments, do whatever. But you know, this is information that I'm passionate about sharing with others. So sometimes you just need a friendly hand to hold in the journey, and that's what I'm doing here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you allowing me to share openly, honestly, and vulnerably with you guys. And if you want to, share in the comments a time when you got duped, when you thought maybe you had a really great product that you were using and it turned out to not be so. Share those in the comments, you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you all again soon. Take care.